Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Geraldine, and it's story time. And today I'm going to read some of the Cecil books. So, Cecil the Lost Sheep was actually the first book in the series of the Lost Sheep series. That's it. Very first one. It's a fun little book. Let's have a read, shall we? So, Cecil the Lost Sheep. What sort of animal does this man have? Rabbits? No, he doesn't have rabbits. Giraffes? Well, he might have giraffes, but they don't get attention in this story. Sheep. Yes, he has sheep. 100 sheep, including Cecil. This is Cecil. Lots of sheep there, hey? Lots of sheep. One day, Cecil was daydreaming. Boring. All I do is hang around with sheep, eat grass, wander down to the river for a bit of a drink, and eat more grass. Maybe I could run away and get a bike or join a band. What do you think? Do you think Cecil could run away and ride a bike or join a band? Do you think that's a good idea? I don't think so. Cecil looked right. Cecil looked left. He jumped over his rock and hid. What is Cecil up to? What is he doing? What is Cecil doing? From behind the rock, he snuck behind the tree. And from behind the tree, he ran over the hills. Where's he going? To the mountains. Yes, the mountains. What is Cecil doing? What is he doing? Silly Cecil. Silly Cecil. He reached the mountains and discovered they were high and steep. They were high. And they were steep. Cecil was not deterred. He began climbing higher and higher. And it got steeper and steeper. Oh dear. What is Cecil doing? He climbed and climbed until he couldn't climb up. And he couldn't climb down. Too steep. What's Cecil doing up there? That's a silly Cecil. That's not a very good idea. Cecil was stuck. Cecil's not a mountain goat, is he? No, Cecil is a sheep. Sheep are designed for pastures, not for mountains. Silly Cecil. He sat on the edge of the ledge and started thinking, I could shout for help, but what will happen if the shepherd finds me? What do you think's going to happen? Is he going to get in trouble? He might whack me with that big stick. Crack! Then grab me by the leg and drag me home. Boom, boom, boom. And tie me to a tree without any dinner. Do you think the shepherd would do that? Do you? Do you think he'd whack Cecil? Do you think he'd drag him by the leg? Do you think he'd tie him up to a tree without any dinner? Ah, Cecil. Back home, the shepherd was counting his sheep. 1 Terry, 2 Kevin, 3 Bronwyn, 4 Lucinda, 96 Meredith, 97 the other Meredith, 98 Emile, 99 Amelie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 96, 97, 98, 99. Cecil's missing! Cecil's missing. The shepherds realise that Cecil's missing. He looks worried about Cecil. Poor Cecil. The shepherd ran to the rock and found hoofprints leading behind the tree. There they are. and he ran behind the tree and found hoof prints leading over the hills. To the mountains, yes, the mountains. Off he goes, try and find Cecil. The mountains were high and steep. The shepherd climbed higher and higher, and it got steeper and steeper. When he thought he couldn't climb any further, and he wasn't sure if he could climb back down, he heard a noise. Bah! He doesn't look angry, does he? He looks more worried about his little lost sheep than angry. Cecil was saved! Yay for Cecil! Yay for the shepherd! What did the shepherd do? Did he whack Cecil with his stick? Crack! No. Did he grab Cecil by the leg and drag him down the mountain? Bump, bump, bump. No. So he didn't do any of the things that Cecil feared, did he? He was so glad that he'd found his lost sheep that he put Cecil on his shoulders and carried him home. When they got home, did the shepherd tie Cecil to a tree without any dinner? No. Instead, what do you think he did? What do you think? He looks very happy to have found Cecil. Threw a huge party, and everyone stayed up way past their bedtime. Cecil the lost sheep had been found. Yay! Yay for Cecil! Yay for the shepherd! Yay for the party! And of course, my boy's favourite part, the little cartoons down the bottom. What's Cecil do? They're playing hide and seek, aren't they? They're playing hide and seek. Gotcha! How much do you think the shepherd loved Cecil? This much? This much? This much? Okay, now if God is the shepherd and we are the sheep, how much do you think God loves us? Cecil was very loved, and we are very loved too. And that's based on the story from Luke 15, verses 1 to 7, which is tax collectors and sinners were all crowding around to listen to Jesus. So the Pharisees and the teachers of the law of Moses started grumbling. This man is friendly with sinners. He even eats with them. And Jesus told them this story. If any of you has 100 sheep and one of them gets lost, what will you do? Won't you leave the 99 in the field and go look for the lost sheep until you find it? And when you find it, you will be so glad that you will put it over your shoulder and carry it home. Then you will call in your friends and neighbours and say, "Let's celebrate! I found my lost sheep." And Jesus said, in the same way, there is more happiness in heaven because of one sinner who turns to God than over 99 good people who don't need to. So make sure that you accept Jesus' gift. Let Jesus come into your heart and show you how much he loves you. Ask him for forgiveness because he loves you to bits. Bless you. Have a fantastic day. Love you.